there, guys, and welcome back to Tykes TV. Thank you for joining. As ever, happy Sunday to you all. Happy Easter. Hope you've got lots of chocolates. As you get older, like myself, you don't get as many. I've slaved, cooked a Sunday dinner, and had to clean it up. So that's been my Easter Sunday. And of course, a match preview because the Reds will play tomorrow against Luton Town down at Kenilworth Road. Before we get talking though, drop a like if you could please, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, any Luton fans, please do get in touch with your thoughts ahead of tomorrow's fixture against you guys. So just myself for this one to talk about it. Nobody joining me, unfortunately. I thought I'd let them not pester anybody really for today. I'll just leave it myself, give my overall view, as well as touching on Friday's 1-1 draw against Reading, which I do stand by. I think it was a very good point. I don't think we played particularly great. But as I said before the game, and as me and James said in the preview, it was a game which we couldn't have lost. You know, I think a draw probably was going to be the only outcome really, the best outcome for us with the chances Reading missed. You look back at it, you know, Lucas Shaw, how he's missed that, I don't know. The chance in the first half, which they blazed over, you know, they had really good chances. But then again, we at the post with Mads Anderson, Apo Alm's header, free header, should have scored that if you ask me. And of course, the chance towards the end from the corner, which were ruled out, whether it crossed the line or not. A foul was given. I don't know what for, but a foul was given. So it's fine margins, really, when you look at it. In terms of the football itself, again, it was similar to Wednesday. It wasn't great. You know, we keep touching on that. You know, I've actually... I saw a really good point made on a Barnsley Facebook forum. I will just find it for you now, actually, to just talk about it. I had to screenshot it because it basically symbolised, you know, everything that we've been trying to say, really. Or, in a way, what we've been trying to say. So, basically, somebody had posted on, and this was a reply. I think, you know, when like you get, where are all the mourners now, blah blah blah. It was kind of like that, and the reply was this: sorry mate, but as a town fan for nearly 50 years, we've always been the first to brand other clubs as hoofball, as long ball specialists, as basketball teams. So when the cap fits, we must wear it. The points are brilliant. Unfortunately, the footy ain't. And I thought that were a really good point. You know, the points are brilliant, they're fantastic. You know, and at times the football can be questionable. I think away from home, I do, and I stand by that. I think away from home, I see us playing a lot better football. Whether that's to do with the pitch, it goes back to that again. To be honest, I get fed up of mentioning the pitch. But certainly away from home, the shackles seem to be let off, as to speak, and we get the ball down and we do look more of a threat away from home, which is a bit of a reason why I'm more looking forward to tomorrow than I was looking forward to the game on Friday. You know, I thought Reading were really organised, if I'm honest. I thought they defended really, really well against us. We did put the ball in the box a good few times. And there were odd chances we did create. First half, I don't think we created anything. You know, you can look at the stats and see how much possession we had, but we didn't score, and we had to score from the penalty spot, Mowat, because Woodrow got took off at half-time. And my big point in that, you know, I said that before the game, you know, I know DK might have had a slight knock from international duty, but you had Morris on the bench, you know. I think you have to start with one of those two. You know, we begged and begged for two strikers in January. We got two strikers because we could see how light we were up top. And to start with Adebayo, Freezer and Woodrow, I thought were very, very... I thought it were very controversial, to say the least. I thought Freezer had a good game, you know, and he got, you know, Dave said he was the man of the match. A few other people said he was the man of the match. Woodrow, I thought a little bit unlucky to get took off, to be fair. I didn't think he did a lot wrong. He were winning headers, but Adebayo, you know, that start for me, I don't know why he started. And no disrespect to him, but when you've got Morris and DK on the bench, you know, one of those has to start. And going into tomorrow's game, you know, again, one, if not both, has to start for me. You've got Morris, who, has come in and hit the ground running. DK as well. I get the tactic in terms of changing it round, fresh legs, and that gets taken away if you start with both, But am I old school in saying, you start with your best players, you bring them off, you win the game, be on the front foot from the off, win the game, and then take them off and save them for the next game. That's how I've always been, because it might not work some games. It theoretically it didn't really work on Friday, did it? We only drew. We lost against Wednesday. That's 2 games now, and it isn't panic stations at all. But we've certainly got to improve, and being away from home, I could see us doing that. We mustn't underestimate Luton, though. Luton have had a very good season, a lot better than last season. If we think to last season, they took 4 points off us, smashed us at Oakwell, draw at Kenilworth Road towards the end of last season, which was looking like a Luton win if it weren't for Applehalm towards the end. Luton, from what I've seen and from what I've heard, like to get the ball down. They like to play football. They've got some experienced players in the side, and they ain't going to be no mugs. And I like Luton as a football club. A lot of people slate the ground and everything and all this and that. But I tell you what, it's old school. It's got an atmosphere. That's the sort of ground that's what football misses some days. A football ground like that, if I'm honest. You know what I mean? I'm all for grounds like that. These new grounds, they lose the atmosphere, and I think Luton certainly, when fans are back, do have an atmosphere. So I think it will be tough, because Luton, like I said, they've had a very good season, a lot better than last. They play some good football. They've got some good experienced players. Players, who are threats. Collins up front, 10 goals this season. And yeah, you look at the league table, they are in a stable position. They played... who they played? I can't remember who they played. It might have been Norwich. They gave them a really good game. Or it might have been Watford. I can't remember. It were a side up there a few weeks ago, and they were very unlucky. Very, very unlucky. Oh, it was Swansea. Swansea, that was it. It was Swansea. They played Swansea, and they were very, very unlucky. And, you think of that, and, when they can put a performance in against Swansea, against us, But, we seem to be that bit better to watch away from home. And I think it is important we do get the 3 points, if I'm honest. There's not many games left now. Bournemouth are breathing down as necks. Good result at Cardiff losing the other day. Reading are at home. I think they've got Derby. So there's game, I know we've got to say we concentrate on ourselves. We do. It's still in our hands, so we've got to get the 3 points, take that pressure off, get back to winning ways, and hopefully, kick on and have another little run towards the end of the season. Because not just to maintain that playoff spot, but to also go into the playoffs with confidence, with in form. And if we can do that, it sets us up really, really well. It's still not over yet, we're still not cemented in there. I'm not going to sit here and say we are going to be there, because I don't know if we will be. We've got to pick us points up. We've got to pick points up tomorrow. We've got to get the 3 points. If I'm honest, it is winnable. But like I said, let's not take Luton for granted. They're a very good side. I like the look. I like the look of them. When I have seen them the odd time on the telly, and when I've watched the highlights, they are an half decent side, and they've done really, really well this year. So that's off to them, really. Do you know what I mean? But in terms of us, the lineup, I think you're going to see Collins in goal again. I think Styles and Britton will be as the wing backs. Britton for me the other day. I thought he were, we said before the international break that he looked a bit leggy. He looked like he needed a rest, and he came back the other day, and I thought he was, again, still weren't himself. I don't know what it is with him, but I know he's a good player. Let's hope he can put a shift in tomorrow. But he has to start. There's nobody else in there to start. Your 3 centre-halves, you could go Solbauer. It maybe Sibic might come back in, but Solbauer, Ellick and Anderson for me. Mowat, 100% in there. Palmer, does he start? I thought he were a bit absent on Friday, if I'm honest. I didn't see much from him, but I think he will start. And then your front 3, and like I said, my front 3 will be DK, Morris, and Freezer probably. I think Freezer deserves to keep his place. Whether he does or not remains to be seen, but no disrespect to Corley, but I don't think Corley should start. Let's see what he's like off the bench. You know what I mean? Let's see what we like with DK and Morris starting from the front, and see where it takes us in that first half or up to first 60 minutes. And let's try and get the game put to bed. Let's not wait until maybe 60th minutes and then obviously maybe chasing the game, chasing the points. Let's start with his best front three that we think and get the games done if we can. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. But listen, I look forward to it more because we're away from home, and I seem to think we turn it on a little bit away from home. So that's a good thing. If there's any Luton fans watching, that's what I would say. You know, I'd probably say we're better to watch away from home. From a Barnsley point of view, I think we're better to watch away from home. So let's see. But that will be my team lineup. What your guys is, you let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'll listen. A draw away from home still into bad result, but at the same time, I think we do need to pick points up now. You know what I mean? We've went on that amazing run. We need to do another one now because we're getting to that point now that we're not that many points in front of Bournemouth, of Reading. So we've got to pick as many points up as we can. We're still not that many points behind Brentford, believe it or not. You know, Brentford lost. Did they lose the other day or draw? I think they drew. But even still, you know, that's where we need to be looking. We need to keep looking up. You know. And I'm not panicking at all yet. You know what I mean? It was a really good point the other day. Really good point against a Reading side who were, you know, up there. You know, they've got a 21 goal scorer in Lucas Xiao. You know, and we were fortunate really in the end because that should have been a goal. That how he missed that, I'll never know. And I would have been very disappointed if we had conceded that. Well, I mean, we should have conceded it. You know what I mean? It's a torrid miss. How he's missed it, I'll never know. But it's football. The missed chances like that. But let's get the 3 points tomorrow, guys. Easier said than done. I know. A point won't be a bad result, but at the same time, now it is that point in the season where really 3 points now. If we are serious about being where we are, keeping that spot, we have to win tomorrow, if you ask me. There's a tough game coming up, Middlesbrough. You know, there's a few more left. There's not many left. You know what I mean? We're in April. Season's not far off done. So let's get the 3 points now. Let's make sure we secure that playoff spot. But as I said, it will be tough. It will be tough because I've seen Luton play and you know they have played some really good football and I do like them. You know, like the Martin Craney in there, a former player of us. You know, old campaigner, still doing it at this level. Pearson, you know, good player. You know, we had who didn't really work out for him here, but he done really well at Luton. So let's see where it takes us, guys. Let's see where it takes us. But you can join us tomorrow from about 10 to 3 for the watch along. Looking forward to it. Look forward to it away from home. You know what I mean? We shouldn't say that. We shouldn't say that, really. We shouldn't. I hate saying it, but I find it to be true that away from home, we seem to be better to watch. So looking forward to the game tomorrow. So thank you for joining me, guys. It's always a pleasure to talk to you all. Like I said, just myself as well because we've been Easter and that, and everyone's spending some time with the families and everything like that. I thought I'd just do it myself, get it done, and speak to you guys, give my overall thoughts. And let's see what happens. My score prediction for tomorrow will be, I'm going to go with 2-0 away win, hopefully. 2-0 away win. That would be very nice. But like I said, you know, let's bear in mind that, you know, Luton are in a very stable position. You really said they've got a lot to play for. The pressure's more on us than it is them, and of course they're at home as well. So I know I said that we're, you know, really good to watch away from home, but you've always got to be careful of the home side. So fingers crossed, guys. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Easter Sunday. We will see you all tomorrow for the watch along about 10 to 3. Hope you can join us. Thanks for watching, guys. You Reds.